Hey, church family, I just want to take a few moments and share with you some updates regarding our church and the COVID-19 crisis that's taking place around our world. As most of you are aware, yesterday the schools announced they were transitioning to a different way of learning. And so I want to encourage you over the next few weeks as we continue through this situation that you lift up those administrators and teachers, that God gives them guidance and wisdom as they know how to navigate through this new area of learning. And so you just pray for them during this time. So what does that mean for us as a church, as our schools aren't going to be returning to classroom settings? What does that mean for us? Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know what it's going to mean for us. I do know that as long as the government asks us not to meet to help control the virus, we won't be gathering in the building of Mount Zion Church. We'll continue to do online. We'll continue to try to reach out through phone call and through letter, and just try to minister to you the best we can. But I know one thing: once we figure out kind of how we're going to do this and how we're going to go about it, and when we can get that together, we'll let you know. And I just pray that you be patient with us as we navigate something that we've never had to walk through before either. And so it's going to be a time of learning, but we're going to get through this, and God's going to be glorified during it as well. And I believe that we're going to see many people coming to Him because of it. So let me just share a couple of things with you about this week. One is that Sunday's coming, and so we will again be on Facebook and YouTube with our Sunday school lesson for children and adults, as well as our message. And when it comes to our children's Sunday school class, yesterday we published a intro to this week's Sunday school lesson for our children. And that's just an opportunity to give parents a time to gather together some supplies that can help their children interact during the Sunday school. And so if you haven't seen that, I encourage you to go check out our Facebook page or check out our YouTube page, and you can see that intro video that we did that was published yesterday for this coming Sunday. As far as our Sunday morning service goes, last week we just had a message. This week we will have some music as well as a message. So I encourage you to gather your family in your living room and just have a time to spend together worshiping and growing together. I'm here in my living room, and what we did, we have a TV, a smart TV, and so we were able to log into YouTube, and we broadcast that service right to our TV. We put Sunday school up there, we put the message up there, and we were able to be here in our living room together watching that. And I hope that you can figure that out and do that as well with your family. Also, this past Wednesday, I held a Zoom conference call and with some of our church members that were able to jump on that. And we'll do the same thing again next Wednesday, or the next Wednesday for 6 o'clock. And so I encourage you to be a part of that. It's just a time for us to see each other's face, to talk about what's going on. If you have any questions or concerns, I thought it was a really good time this past week. We talked about some things that we can do to try to get the word out better and just minister to people during that time. And so if you want to be a part of that, text me or call me, and I will send you that information. All you need is your smartphone, and you can get on that Zoom call with us, and we can just spend about 40 minutes together talking and spend some time praying. Some other things to know about is some have asked, how can we continue to give to the church during this time? We know that God, has given to us and He's blessed us, and we want to give back to Him. So how can we do that? Well, if you see on your screen, you can see some different ways that you can give. One way to give is by mailing your check to our church. That address is P.O. Box 33, Brantley, Alabama, 36009. And so you can just drop it in the mail, and it'll come to us, and we'll get it, and we'll take care of it. Or you can have your bank send us a check through online banking. Another way to give is dropping it off at the church. If you have a key to the church, you can come in, put it in the offering plate in the sanctuary, or next to my office, there's a box that says Church Treasurer. You can drop that check in there. And a third way to give is through PayPal. Some people want to give online. There is a fee for doing that for the church, but it doesn't cost you anything. But that address for PayPal, you can see it on your screen also there, paypal.me/Mount Zion Baptist Church. And so I encourage you to continue to give as God has faithfully blessed you and will continue to bless us during this time. And let me say this too. Maybe you have a need financially during this difficult time. Please reach out to us. Please let us know and see if we can help meet that need during this time. We want to minister to you. We want to minister to your family during this time. And we know there are a lot of things going on with people. And so if you have a need, please let us know, and so we can try to help you the best we can. So you can see that. As far as Easter goes, Easter is coming in just a couple weeks. And so on Easter Sunday, we're going to have an outdoor service at 10 a.m. You come and you bring your car. If you want to bring your lawn chair, do that. But practice social distancing. Stay in the back of your pickup truck or whatever you want to do there. But we'll have a 10 o'clock service only outside at the church. We're not going to set up any chairs. So if you want a chair, you bring your own chair. That way nobody's touching those things. And so you just bring your own chair. You stay in your car. You'll be able to see where it's going to be. We'll have a trailer set up with sound. And so that's our plans for right now. So you make plans right now to be a part of this special Easter Sunday service at Mount Zion, April 12th, 10 a.m. Another way that we discussed in the Zoom call the other night was a texting app called Remind. And so on your screen, you can see what you're supposed to do there. If you want to be a part of this Remind app, where we'll be sending out notifications that way, you can send a text message to 81010. And in the message line of the text, you need to put at 9D7F2D. If you say, I don't understand how to do all that, let me tell you, you call me and I will be glad to try to help you walk through it. If we can't figure it out, I'll come to your house and I'll stand outside your window and we'll work you through it, okay? I want everybody to know what's going on and be a part of what's going on, because I think it's vitally important that we continue to connect with one another during this time. And so you see that, and you send us a text and get on the Remind app for us, and you can stay connected. So let me just talk about a couple more things before I go. How do I watch all of this, or how do I let people know how to watch our services or what's going on at Mount Zion? I want to remind you that you can watch on YouTube. There'll be a link in the description of this post where you can click on it and it'll take you to YouTube, or you can search Mount Zion Baptist Church, Brantley, Alabama, and our YouTube link should come up. And you can also watch us on Facebook at facebook.com/Mount Zion Brantley. Share those with your neighbors. Share those with your family who don't live here. And I think it's vitally important that during this time that we continue to grow spiritually. I was a part of a Zoom call this past week talking about, how can we minister better to people during this time. And here's one thing they said. They said the same power that raised Christ from the dead lives in us. The same power that raised Christ is living in you and I as believers in Jesus Christ. And so I pray that you let the power of Christ richly dwell within you. Not only as you walk through life every day, but especially during this time, may you be salt and light to those around you. If you need me, please don't hesitate to call me or email me. My email address is mark@mzbcbrantley.org. That's Mark and the @ mzbcbrantley.org. Or you can call me at 334-488-1129. And you can see that information on the screen as well. So please reach out to me if you need me. I look forward to seeing you soon and being able to worship with you together. Have a great day, and I hope you'll join us again on Sunday as we gather together online to worship the Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Thank you, and have a great day.